Good evening, everyone. This is your evening news recap. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today, as today is July 13th. Hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful July 13th. It is also Sunday. It's been an interesting day in the news world. It has been a bit of a slow one, but it's an interesting one at that. It's pretty hot today. It's around 99 degrees right now. Looking at the temperature, feels like 101 as it will be hot throughout the rest of the week, and but it'll cool down next week, which will be nice. Sorry, I was looking at the weather because it's hot as balls, and it still is. But hopefully, all you guys are doing well. It's been an interesting day through the news world. Trump has been essentially booed off of his own social media platform, and so much more. This is your nightly news podcast on all the news that I come across throughout the day, giving you my take as somebody who aspires to be a politician in the near future. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you for finally helping me get to 200 subscribers on YouTube. We're at 203 last time I checked, which is so cool. Thank you all so much for that. I really appreciate it. Took us a while to get there, but we finally got there, and it's so cool. So thank you guys so much. And with that being said, let's get right into the news. Moving on into the Trump administration segment, as we do, the first topic we have is Trump is being ripped apart on his own social media platform. Trump isn't even allowed to post on his own social media platform, being Truth Social, as for the first time in a very long time, he has only made one post on the platform today. In his post, Trump posted a typical propaganda video talking himself up, but the comments all talked about the Epstein files and not Trump himself. Of course, there were still the AI images of clearly bot ran accounts that, kind of boost Trump's ego a little bit, if you will. But all the comments from people seem to be asking about the Epstein files, just as they have for essentially days now. Trump's own support base is essentially using Epstein to bully him off of his own social media platform, and it's absolutely beautiful. He was even ratioed on his huge post on why people shouldn't be talking about Epstein from yesterday, having 5,000 more comments than likes itself. It's absolutely crazy to see Trump chased off of his own social media platform. The people want to know, and the real question is if Trump breaks or not. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a heavily edited or, redacted files, just as we saw earlier in this administration, in an attempt for Trump to stop the hate, which unfortunately might work. But hopefully, a ton of people will wake up because of this. But, I guarantee you, if we see an Epstein files without Trump in them, they are likely edited. In other news, Trump was booed at the World FIFA Club World Cup champion presentation. Too many C's. Trump was greeted by a crowd of boos at the MetLife Stadium today, where the Jets and Giants play. When he made his appearance during the national anthem, he was booed, and while walking with the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, to present the winner's trophy, he was once again booed. Later, he joined Infantino and carried the Club World Cup trophy onto the stage to the Chelsea team, where Trump would remain with the team even though being prompted to leave the stage. Instead, he would celebrate. I mean, Trump can't catch a break anywhere. Everywhere he goes, he gets trashed, even on the internet, and that is absolutely how he should be treated anywhere he goes. He is a criminal. He is arguably one of the lowest scums on earth, and in another life, he would be sitting in a jail cell right now. And I really wish that was the case. I truly do. He is a criminal. He always will be, and he's a fraud. He is the worst president that we have arguably ever had in American history, and as this administration goes on, that will only prove to be the case. Moving on to the ICE segment we have today, as we have a segment on ICE and we have a segment on Alligator Alcatraz as well. The first one being the first death during an ICE raid under the Trump administration has occurred. A farm worker who fell from a greenhouse roof during an ICE raid in California at Weed Farms has officially been pronounced dead as of Saturday. Jamie Alanis, who is 57, is the first known death during an ICE raid, and he was confirmed dead by his niece and Associated Press. Yesenia Duran Alanis posted a GoFundMe due to her uncle being the only family provider and sending money to his wife and daughter in Mexico. According to his family, Alanis worked on the farm for 10 years. He was never in ICE custody, but did fall 30 feet from the greenhouse roof in the commotion, which is what led to his death. My condolences to the family of this man. It is truly unfortunate that he had to pass away. Accidents like these are rare, but they do happen. The fact that it happened because of an ice raid really sucks. Of course, it wasn't ice themselves that contributed to, this accident, but, they did cause the commotion, and it did happen during a raid, which is honestly truly unfortunate. If this raid didn't take place, it likely wouldn't have happened. Hopefully his family, can get all the help that they need, but truly, I give you my condolences in this time of sadness, and, hopefully you guys can figure it out. In other news, ICE is set to increase deportations to countries where people aren't from with as little as 6 hours of notice. ICE is planning to deport immigrants to countries where they aren't from with as little as 6 hours of notice. Todd M. Lyons, the acting director of ICE, wrote in a memo to the workforce that the Supreme Court ruling last month cleared the opportunities for officers to immediately start sending migrants to alternative countries. This will apply to anyone a judge has ruled cannot return to their home country because of danger, and will apply to countries without strong U.S. relations like Cuba and China. 8 men have already been sent to South Sudan, which appears to be one of many African countries that is accepting migrants. This is absolutely messed up on another level, and that's an understatement, honestly. Deporting people to other places rather than their country of origin is insane. Even deporting them to their country of origin is one thing, but sending them somewhere where they have no connection, likely have never been to, and without any information is, insane. It really is. People will 100% be put at risk here, and very possibly could die because of the Trump administration. We likely will be putting people in situations where they are worse off than they were not than they were in the ICE facilities, than they were before the ICE facilities, sorry. And that should not be the case. People come to the United States for an opportunity to escape harmful doings and to be safe, yet that's not the case within this administration, and it's likely not the case to the countries that they are being sent to. What happens when an American citizen gets stranded in the African desert or anywhere else around the world? It's not going to be pretty. Moving on to the final topic tonight, the Miami Herald has published the first list of migrants at the Alligator Alcatraz facility. The Miami Herald has obtained a list of more than 700 people who have been detained or are scheduled to be sent to Alligator Alcatraz. DeSantis, which has not made a public list of names, and there is not a government database for lawyers to search, so this is the first overall database or information on anyone who might be in the facility. This list was shared with the Department of Homeland Security and the Florida Division of Emergency Management, which oversees the site. The Miami Herald searched each name on the list, and only 40 of them showed up on public websites, most of them being listed at nearby facilities and not Alligator Alcatraz itself. The list is available on the article from the Miami Herald and is around 50 pages long, and it's really just names of people. This is the first time that we've, been able to know who is in the facility, and it's honestly very important that has finally happened. For lawyers to be able to know where their clients are, for one, is huge, but this also provides a chance for families to search for their loved ones as well. Hopefully, this is an opportunity for people to find someone who is missing and bring them back, because it's scary. It really is. People are being rounded up around the country and being sent to facilities with horrible conditions where they don't know where they're going to be next. And that is absolutely horrific. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this episode. A little bit of a short one. As I said, it's been a little bit of a short day in the news world, but I hope you all enjoyed. If you're on YouTube, please consider subscribing. The goal is 500 subscribers, and I would love to hit that by the end of the summer. So let's get it done. If you're on Substack, please consider pledging your support, or actually I gotta stop saying that. Please consider subscribing. All funds go to me. They'll help me pay for the things that I need to pay for in college. If you subscribe now, and before Thursday on Substack, you will get a 20% discount on, the subscription throughout the entire world, or throughout the entire year, sorry. So if you're interested and you would like a little bit of a discount, it ends Thursday, so check it out. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I will see you all in tomorrow's. Later.